Hi, everybody. So I'm jumping out of order a little bit here on the member request. We're going back to 2003. And I was saying in the previous video, like, this was pretty much my wheelhouse for Phish. This was like I had discovered them at the end of 1.0, and then during the hiatus, got really into them. So when they came back in '03, I was just all about it. And then we got to this show in the summer, and this was one that just didn't really hit with me. And like half of the show is absolutely amazing and great, and then the other half is just full of songs that I cannot stand. And I'm not for the obscure covers, although "On Your Way Down" kind of works. Maybe that one shouldn't be so obscure, but "Lonesome Cowboy Bill" and "You Ain't Going Nowhere," that was just a waste of a lot of time. And then "Bug," I just absolutely cannot stand that song. There's about 5 songs that I just absolutely hate by them. And there's a bunch of songs that I'm like, okay, whatever. It's not my favorite. But "Bug" and "Horn" and "Stealing Time from the Faulty Plan," I just cannot handle. I just hate how they sound. Like, if this is what Phish was, like, never in a million years would I have liked Phish. So you got some obscure covers that I didn't care about. "Fast Enough for You" just kind of makes me feel like an idiot loser, so I never even want to listen to that song. "Walls of the Cave." Oh, this was pretty solid, "Walls of the Cave." Now I'm just not really into "Walls of the Cave" at all either. But this one was pretty cool. The "Chalk Dust Torture" was somewhat interesting. The "You Enjoy Myself" and the "Sense and Subtle Sounds" is probably where it's at, though. Arguably the best "Sense and Subtle Sounds" they've played. There was a bunch of good ones in 2.0. And even now, when they play "Sense and Subtle Sounds," it's usually pretty strong. But this one, over 30 minutes, and almost all of the 30 minutes was useful playing. Got a little weird and pointless and spacey and just kind of just fishy there at the end, but for a solid 24, 25 minutes, and there was multiple layers to it. Had like a good chunk of it just had this kind of classic rock feel to it, just like, yeah, man, it's a jamming rock band here, which is just exactly what I'm looking for, man. Just some good old-fashioned rock and roll. I don't know. So, and then my friend opener, obviously, I love that one. I think it was just the fact, like, I didn't like it then, and it's Spock's brain, I don't know. It's nice to hear, I suppose, but it's not like, uh, Frankie Says, like those songs kind of, I feel like they're literally a little bit related. And, but Frankie Says, I just feel like much stronger. So I just felt like unlike the 729 show, which was, not that this was all bust outs either. I don't know. This was a show I can understand why people love it, like a 4-song second set. Obviously, it's not something I would usually complain about. But when 2 of those 4 songs are "Bug" and "Walls of the Cave," and then you get a "Secret Smile" encore, there's just a lot of songs. Like, I don't like "Secret Smile." Like, I don't put it in a category of like, ooh, this is unappealing to my ears. I hate this song. Kind of like I do "Bug" and "Horn" and "Stealing Time." But I mean, I'm not listening to "Secret Smile" probably ever again, unless a member requests a show. And please don't be offended. Last time this happened, Randy got offended and totally bailed and was like, "I'm no longer a member." Um, so yeah, I don't know. I did really love the "Sense and Subtle Sounds." It was fun going back and listening to that again. And the "You Enjoy Myself." I probably haven't listened to this in, wow, I don't know, possibly 21 years. I don't know. I'm thinking once it came and went, this one was probably, although that "Sense and Subtle Sounds," that was one. I mean, if I was doing videos in '03, I would have probably been carrying on about how, like, this is one of their best songs in years, and it's the song of the year, and I don't know. Well, Piper was pretty strong too in '03. Split Open and Melt, big one at Deer Creek. Not really a big year for "You Enjoy Myself," but we did get a solid one here. "Walls of the Cave" in the second set instead of the first. I don't know. The Chalk Dust, I guess so. I guess if you've never heard this show, "Sense and Subtle Sounds" is definitely worth checking out. And I thought the "Chalk Dust Torture" in the first set was kind of interesting. I did like in 2.0 that they would go crazy jam in the first set and in the second set. All right, so that's about it. You know, Looking for something more positive to say other than just hang, because I know it's such a respected, loved show by most fans. So I can admit when I'm maybe going against the grain a little bit, and a lot of it has to do with song selection. You just can't play that many songs that I hate. All right, now I'm hating them all. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Oh, and "On Your Way Down," that was worth a listen. And the Bob Dylan song, like it sounded a little bit of like when the Grateful Dead would do Dylan, huh? Did have a little bit of that sound. It's like Phish playing the Grateful Dead playing Bob Dylan. All right, guys, boom. Thank you for being a member.